The one thing I don't do is I do not discriminate, okay? I treat everything as equally as possible as soon as I figure out the the point of whatever it is that's out there. And humans are like they're like a white shirt. You throw a little color at them and they turn the color that they are exposed to. And so the thing about humans is that they have failed to really write their own storylines. They're always adopting somebody else's storylines. They wouldn't know the things they know, they wouldn't believe the things they believe if they hadn't read it somewhere. And because you feel a certain way, because you exhibit characteristics, doesn't mean that that is who you are. Yeah, maybe at the time it's who you are, but it can change. But see, with star seeds and personality types and religion, scripture, political thought processes, they keep people locked in, they keep people spinning, they keep people in such small limitations. Because if they were to get out of that archetype, which is the same thing as personality type, same thing as starseed, same thing as scripture, you get out of that archetype, then who are you? Then all of your following, all of your people that you have aligned yourself with be like, well, you're not part of us anymore. You lost your social capital. See, that's what locks people into archetypes, into personas, into extreme limitations, is because they are trying to keep something they think they need. Because they can't personally stand on their own 2 feet when you think about it. See, I've been circulating in the conspiracy world / ascension world / starseed world / political world / religious world / hell, I don't know, all the different, subject matters. You see me go through the sciences, the social sciences, the biochemistry, the physics, the history, world affairs. I leave no stone unturned. And so when you finally just look at everything and you have been involved in some way in everything, you see patterns, they emerge. But what happens with humans is they get pigeonholed in a specific society. They get pigeonholed in a specific persona. They get pigeonholed, and then it gets reinforced by their friends and family, by their community. And so the jillyjibs can cure you in the state of persona that you want to be in. Oh yes, that's why people use jillyjibs too. It's not just to be a catalyst evolution, or they would be like, wow, I have some major freaking pains here. This is insane. They would have something different to say. But the jillyjibs also cures people, and you will see it. Because I was just in a conversation with somebody who specifically liked a specific New Age horoscope that I posted. Now, I can read people. There's a reason why you liked one specific one out of all of them. Now, it is an educated assumption. Did I ask the person, why do you like this? I don't need to ask. Because we gravitate and like the things that we are most, that we can relate to the most, what we identify with. And then if I know your background, if your background's in the spirituality world, the ascension world, the energy healing world, the starseed world, then I knew this would make this person like or love that specific one out of all of them. When in reality, they're all the same thing. All of those specific star seeds, okay, with the names like Venusian and Pleiadian and Arcturian and all of that, it's like saying, you're a Libra, you're a Cancer, you're Aquarius, and here's your specific characteristics, and here's your food types that You know, this is who you are. This is what you stand for. And so when someone is like, oh, well, you know, today I'm going to be Arcturian, and then maybe your personality changes, and now you're like, well, I'm not Arcturian today. Now I'm going to be Pleiadian because I take on these characteristics of Pleiadian. It's no different than somebody goes and does fortune telling and leaves things more open to interpretation that most people, or has identified saying certain things that most people are going to be dealing with, like, oh, you're dealing with some pain right now. Well, everyone's dealing with some pain. You're dealing with some kind of, you know, relationship issue, and everyone has some kind of relationship issue. And so the person's like, oh my God, wow, you're a great fortune teller. When you know that humans universally have specific characteristics that they are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Some they hold it back, others they don't. And so then the person keeps telling on themselves. They keep telling on themselves. See, I don't need to be a fortune teller. I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller, but people tell on themselves. If you just listen, first of all, just listen to what they say, which I do. And if you also see what they gravitate towards and what they respond to, then you know what people's proclivities are. And you don't need to be like a magic fortune teller to know this, because people tell on themselves all the time. And that's what I want you guys to realize, is that people will tell you exactly what they believe in, what they think about you, how they think about you, if they even think about you at all, just by you listening and watching what they gravitate, what you say on Facebook, and also what they do in real life. It's kind of interesting. When you clear the pipes, you become that aware of humanity. You're not making assumptions about this person, that person, that person. No. You take exactly them for face value, how they treat you, what they gravitate towards, how they talk to you, if they even talk to you at all. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to pretend anymore. And here, let me treat this as real as it is. And I'm just going to do the same thing. And, you know, no more information for me, no more communication for me, because it's one-sided. And what's the point? And if it's only their birthdays, then we'll have a birthday relationship. Hey, happy birthday once a year, twice a year. I talk to someone twice a year. Birthdays, both of our birthdays, and that's it. And that's okay. That's just the reality of the world, and you respond to that reality. And it doesn't have to make you mad or glad. It just makes you aware of that's how humans operate. And so yeah. So today's Sunday. Everyone's going off to go and be conscripted back into the wars of religions, and in the wars of their microbes. And they're going to go and go and just circulate within the scripts of their society. And yeah, but see, the thing why I post this stuff is so you recognize, because you change a name, because you take out a molecule and add a molecule, the intention is still the same. Just because you have a drug that was Cipro, it was called Cipro at one point, and it's antibiotic, and now you take away one molecule, and now it's called Cipra. I'm not saying that's really true, but that's kind of the same thing. It doesn't mean it's different. No, it's really the same thing. It has the same intention. You just took out a molecule. Well, that's the same with these words. You replace one word with another word of a human. You're all human. You want to identify as an alien, as a starseed? Hey, fine. And if you want to go and get plastic surgery and deform your body and cut into your body and do all these crazy things, fine. Doesn't make you any less human. It just makes you now genetically modified. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but you're still human. If you have to set yourself apart in any way, shape, or form, then you have this desire to be special. You have the desire to be better than somebody else. If you have to set yourself apart from somebody else, if you have to say, well, I'm this alien, I'm this, and I recognize that. No, that's the thing with the whole JJ meta mentality, is nobody is special. We all bring something to the table, and we all take something away from the table. And again, like a rose by any other name is still a rose. And when people want to set themselves apart from other people, then they're looking for attention they never received. Whether it's in their childhood, whether it's whatever. And yeah, I'm doing, little pop psychology here. But, I mean, Why am I bagging on those that have to set themselves apart? Because that's what causes the division of humanity. I mean, I love diversity. Hey, I love acting a part. You know, I was watching a movie about Divine. Now, I was introduced to Divine, which he was an actor that dressed up as a woman, but he wasn't a transvestite. Okay, he was not a transvestite. He did not identify as a transvestite, but he dressed up as a woman because John Waters wanted to make him famous and do these crazy movies that would be so shocking to people. Okay, and you know who introduced that to me? To someone who I knew that passed away in San Jose, California. And so Divine took on a persona because it made him famous. It gave him something. It gave him access into Studio 54, into Hollywood, into making money, into fame and fortune. It gave him a place to feel like he was something. But he never identified as a transvestite. He was just playing a part. And John Waters knew how to make money off Divine. Eventually, Divine passed away from a heart attack because he was eating so much stuff that was not good for his specific body type, and he wasn't bringing in salt in his world. So yeah, he was taking on weight upon weight. If you look up Divine, I Am Divine, or Divine on Netflix, yeah, my friend introduced that to me when I was 19. And that was my introduction to the interesting world, the alternative world. Okay, so we're all just playing a part. That's fine if you want to play a part, but just say that you're playing a part. You can be whatever you want to be. You can change roles whenever you want. But we have people who take on a part, and then this is who they are, and that's it. And then they want to feel like they're special, and they're not bringing anything new to the table. It's then regurgitating and spinning and spinning. And why is that bad? Why can't you let people just play their part? Because why? Because we have a lot of humans out there that get fooled by the parts that are being played and think that's reality. And then think that then they are stuck in a paradigm, in a construct. And then they're trying to fight to get out of it and don't know how to get out of it. And people who are playing parts and are staying stuck in their archetypes. And then they die in those archetypes. They die in their character. And what was it all for? But see, and that's the thing is the diversity, the method acting. I mean, I guess typecasting and method acting and actors that have a wide range are extremely influential and are extremely talented. When Divine was typecasted in this one character, and he tried to be looked at as serious, and he wasn't taken seriously, and that was his suffering. He said he was typecasted right at the get-go. Yeah, he made money from it, but it wasn't fulfilling. And so if you're going to play a part, like being a starseed, or being an archetype, whatever it is, fine. But then also take on other parts and know how to move around with the different characters that are out there. And then show people you don't have to be pigeonholed and typecasted. That you have a wide range of abilities in academia, in subject matters, in everything. But if you're not recalibrating and finally feeling the viruses in this environment, if you're under the influence of jelly juice all the time, if you aren't feeling what it feels like to deal with the mucus and all that stuff, and you haven't changed the way you post on your Facebook to show that you have a wide range, then what are you doing this for? Why keep spinning and looping? And so, yeah, there's a lot of evidence out there to show people that are still spinning and looping, even in the jelly juice world. And so if you understand that, yeah, New Age, the Starseeds are just another New Age religion. Just another religion like the yogis and the yogas and the whole energy here. Let me throw some crystals at you. It's all the same shit. Repackaged. What's next after aliens? Hell, I don't know. But right now, they are laying the groundwork for the alien invasion. This will be interesting. Stay alive. Stay safe. Bye.